guys. This is a video we'll be talking about just general topics and points and stuff, like probably a weekly episode thing we do, just because we want to give you so much content, because we're such nice people.
Yes, we feel like we need to have something worth having a Patreon.
And we feel like sometimes we try and cram shit into an episode and then it just becomes too long and rushed. So we're going to just be doing stuff like this.
Yeah, we're pretty much just experimenting at the time being, aren't we? Like, we've been doing this for nearly 2 years now, this whole podcast thing. And obviously we've not truly sorted ourselves out with what we want to do, and some things work, some things don't, and then...
But we love talking movies, TV shows.
We do. I love
stuff
talking
like
movies.
That. So this is just topics and talking points.
Sorry.
Topics and talking points and stuff like that we know you guys like to talk about. It generates conversations. Recently, we've been getting a lot of comments about the talking points we're giving. So it's nice to just be able to talk to you guys, for you guys to talk to us, for us to tell you why you're wrong and you're stupid and why we know better. Or if you agree with us, why you're a genius. Things like that. So,
and we'll have you on here next week.
But for today's episode, we have 2 talking points. We have the top 3 movie performances of all time.
We do.
We also have the top 3 most underrated movies ever.
Yes.
So
I wonder if we have any of the same, if there are any overlap. Were you thinking of that at all?
I did think about this on the way in, but I'm pretty sure we won't.
No, I don't think we will.
Yeah, I don't think we will.
Just beat for beat, all the same.
Yeah.
Just like a 3-minute episode.
I have an honourable mention on both.
Oh, you didn't mention honourable mentions?
No, but if you can think of one off the top of your head while you're giving them.
All right, go on then. What you got?
Do you want to start with the most underrated movies ever?
Yes, let's go with that.
Okay, so my honourable mention for this film, and why I think it's not one of the most underrated ever, but it's highly underrated, simply because the actor is known as one of, if not the greatest, male actors of his generation.
Okay. And
this film is never spoken about. Leonardo DiCaprio. Again, before people flame me, I'm not saying it is one of the most underrated films ever. It's an honourable mention. I'm just saying it's up there for one of his most underrated films.
Don't offend yourself, bro. Let him light that fire. The Beach
is a fucking amazing film.
I like The Beach.
Nobody ever talks about it in his catalogue of films.
No, I was talking about that the other day as well, The Beach.
It's a fantastic film.
It gets absolutely weird out of nowhere, doesn't it? It goes right video gaming. Does it get high? Does it get really high? So just got absolutely looper?
Yeah, he just starts hallucinating from going insane.
The map that he carries gets wet in the water and it's still fine when he brings it out the other side of the water when he goes swimming because he breaks out of prison, doesn't he? Or something.
Yeah, but it's like tied up in a carry bag.
Is it?
Yeah.
One good carry bag.
Yeah.
Bag for life.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I'm not. There's still flaws, like.
Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I'm just the comments flying at you now.
But I love that film so much. I watched that at a very young age, too young to watch a film like that. But
did you?
There's tits in that film, bro.
That's when you knew.
But yeah, it's a fantastic film.
So that's just an honorable mention. It's not on your actual official list.
No, it's not on my actual list.
Okay.
When people talk about Leonardo DiCaprio's top films, that's always up there for me.
Yeah.
And I never hear other people talk about it. I get he's got such a big catalogue of films, but that is always one of my favourite. Leonardo DiCaprio is so good. But yeah, I'll go on to my actual list. And I don't care what anyone says. This is all preferences and personal. I'm not going to be objective about it.
Go on, let them know.
My first one is a Tarantino movie.
Okay.
Again, not really spoke about much in his catalogue of films. He has a huge catalogue of films, and I love this film so much. Do you want to try and guess?
Is it the Jackson one? Whatever her name is.
Huh?
It's the name of a woman.
No.
Oh, all right. Death Summit?
No. Do you want to just tell you?
Yeah, go on.
Hateful Eight.
Hateful Eight, yeah.
Is a fucking sick film.
The Door!
I love that film so much.
But I reference that at work because the door that opens up to the cabin gets stuck halfway, and when people walk out and the door don't close and they don't purposely close it, we go, Door! Get the door closed.
Yeah. The only part of that film I don't like is Channing Tatum.
I don't really remember we Channing Tatum. There's a lot of characters that get introduced into the because it's all shot in one place, isn't it?
Yeah.
Inside this cabin, which is a really good thing that
Right,
I'm a big fan of.
Right, so don't go on that point too much because that touches on another point I'm gonna bring up soon. I want to go into depth on that more.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all in one cabin, so it's all showing one thing, which is to keep a film interesting while doing that is fucking
it's a long
hard.
film as well, isn't
It's
it?
a long
Like 2
film.
hours 40.
Samuel L. Jackson in that film is fucking sick. Walter Goggins in that film is sick. What's his name? What's his name?
Kurt Russell?
Kurt Russell is fucking amazing in that film. There's just so many good performances in that film. The twist is sick. Like
2 hours 50.
Yeah, it's like a murder mystery almost when you're trying to figure out who the fucking bad guy is. And oh, bro, I love that film so much. And
there's a thing that Tarantino always does as well is that he puts a hint of comedy in as well, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Like with the door.
Yeah.
Like that's like a really like unnecessary comedic bits as well. And I really like that how he features them in such like serious films because it is like borderline of thriller, isn't it?
I love as well like how it keeps touching on the racist point about like Samuel L. Jackson, but then like Samuel L. Jackson just doesn't give a fuck and he's just cool as fuck. And then like he has the letter from Abe Lincoln and everyone's like, oh, you got a letter from the president. Like the fucking story is so cool. I love that film so much. Do you want me to give my next one, or do you want to like go one for one?
We can go one for one.
All right.
Number one on my list for most.
That's
underrated.
not number one. That's one of.
Oh well, one of them. I don't think I'll put them in like a tier list.
Yeah.
But the first one on my list of 3 underrated movies is Treasure Planet.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
So underrated, Treasure Planet. It is like up there with the top Disney films.
I can't remember when I watched that last. I was a very young child.
It's so good. It absolutely like bombed at the box office. It like lost money, but the animation is amazing. The story is amazing. It's not like the most intricate story ever, but just the characters and where it's set and the animation and it's all ridiculously good. And the soundtrack, John Resnick from the Goo Goo Dolls did the soundtrack for it, like a couple of songs and stuff.
I remember watching that film as a kid and thinking it was a beautiful film to watch.
Yeah, it's absolutely gorgeous. Yeah. And Joseph Gordon-Levitt does the voice of James Hawkins, I think his name is, the main guy. And you've got...
I remember that more for the game I played on PlayStation.
The game was good.
I think I watched that film once when I was like 7.
Yeah, such an underrated film. Like, people just forget about that film. Like it.
I mean, I have. So.
Like everyone like remembers the 90s with like Lion King and all that shit, Aladdin, and then like the early 2000s dropped, and then like animated films were kind of forgot. I thought because The Iron Giant was a brilliant film as well. And people kind of brushed that.
I think they went into
one
more
side.
Pixar side after. Like,
I guess so, yeah, with Monsters Inc. and Finding Nemo in the early 2000s, yeah.
Toy Story like fucking took off. As well.
Yeah, and then I feel like animated, like actual animated stuff that was good got kind of buried, especially Treasure Planet, man.
Even to this day, you don't see it.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah,
like Pixar just took over.
Yeah.
Like the only successful animated stuff you'd see now is anime.
But Pixar is like a part of Disney, isn't it? So Disney probably just launched all their money and time and advertisements and everything into that aspect of it because it was new and it was good. It was really good. But yeah, Treasure Planet, I don't forget. So
okay, fair shot. I mean, I can't judge on that because like I said, I haven't watched it for so long.
Get it watched again, bro.
I will.
You won't be disappointed.
I will do.
You just watch it and go, what is this crap?
The second film I have is a Bruce Willis film. Okay. I think it's an amazing film.
Yeah. Unbreakable?
No, Mercury Rising.
All right. I've not seen it.
It's so good. It's a very emotional film.
Right. I don't think I know anything about that film.
Do you want me to tell you?
You can give me a little synopsis.
So basically, there's like a kid who's autistic. He's like a little boy who's like 5, 6 maybe. And this was like in Bruce Willis's peak as well, like what's it called, Sixth Sense and things like that, when he was doing films like this. So this film, I'm surprised, isn't more well known.
Yeah.
But this kid is autistic. He's like can read code really well, and there's like I don't know if it's like a magazine or something, and it basically says like if you can break this code, you're smarter than like some CIA. It's like something to do with CIA coding, and he basically breaks the code. He phones a number, and then he doesn't send nothing. And then the guy on the other end's like, "Who is this? Who's this?" starts panicking. Anyway, they tried to kill the kid for being able to like break this code because they're saying like he shouldn't be able to do this, and it could be like breaching national secrets or something like that. And then Bruce Willis, who's a police officer, gets put on the case. His parents have died. They killed the kid's parents. So then Bruce Willis kind of takes on responsibility of protecting this kid, while the CIA, it's like implied that it's the CIA, are basically trying to kill this kid to bury the secrets of everything that's happened. And this kid only ever like showed affection to his parents. And it's just like a hard film in the way that Bruce Willis is really trying to protect this kid, and he's growing a bond with this kid, but this kid shows him nothing because he can't.
Yeah.
And then I don't want to spoil it, but I want to tell you what happens at the end. Can I tell you?
Sure. I've never even heard of this film.
It's just at the end of the film, he gives Bruce Willis a hug, and like you can see like he's grown affection for Bruce Willis, and it's kind of touching and he's like, Bruce Willis starts like crying. I don't know, it's just a beautiful film touching on something like that you don't really see. And it's just a film I never hear spoken about.
Especially for like late 90s.
Yeah, exactly.
Like it wasn't that prevalent.
Yeah, it's a really good film. I love that film. I watched it very young again with my dad, and it stuck with me for a lot of time. Because I watched that on like Sixth Sense around about the same time when I was young. And I loved both them films growing up.
Yeah.
But I always felt like people always spoke about Sixth Sense, but never spoke about Mercury Rising.
Again, it might just be overshadowed by
maybe,
Sixth Sense,
maybe.
And
it heavily hones in on like a child, where everything's just happening around this child. It's very similar.
Yeah.
So again, I found it weird how this one did amazing and this one really didn't do much.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my second one.
No,
so.
good pick. I've never heard of it.
Okay.
I may watch it. The second one on my list for most underrated films is The Autopsy of Jane Doe, which is, have you ever heard of that? It's a horror film.
Yes, I've never watched it, but I've heard of it.
I think it's ridiculously good.
Mm.
I think in horror films, you can get it where the main characters that you're following are stupid. Do you know when you're like, why the fuck are you doing that?
Mm.
Why are you going in there? Why are you doing this? Not these guys. These are two guys, father and son, who are both working. I think it's underneath their own house. They're in like an autopsy place, like a morgue. And Brian Cox plays the lead dad. He knows it all. And the son's like basically shadowing him. Knows a thing or two, but shadowing him. And he's about to go on a date with his girlfriend. And the police come. They're saying, I know it's a bit late, but we've got this one. It's kind of urgent. You need to like do it. So Brian Cox is like, oh, you go on your date, I'll sort this out. He's like, no, if it's urgent, we'll both sort it. So they start to sort it, and then shit starts to kick off. And they're like, you know, peeling back the layers of what's going off and everything like that. You're there with them, and it's so engrossing out there discovering what's happening, and it gets quite supernatural, but in a sense that you're like, it's quite believable, I think, because there's like kind of evidence to back everything up as they're going along. And there's a point where they're both like, let's get the fuck out of it. Like, they're not messing about, you know, when shit hits the fan, they're like, all right, we've fucked about enough here. It's not like, you know, as soon as you hear a noise in the house and you go, hello, and then go and investigate. It's not like that.
Yeah.
It's a really good film. It's really, really good. And that's just one of my picks.
I've never watched this, so I can't judge.
It's about an hour and 25, an hour and a half. It's only a short film. But
sounds like an interesting take on it.
It's really short and sweet. It's really well acted. And the ending's like a classic horror ending. It's solid. Really solid. And I feel like it's not been talked about as much as other like big films that are out like around that time, which they are really good films.
I do see it on a lot of lists for like underrated horror films.
Do you
especially? Really? Yeah, I do see it a lot.
It's really up there with a lot of them, I think. But yeah, I think like even like IMDb rating wise, I think it might be like 6 points something. Like it at least deserves another point on that, I reckon.
Fair enough. My last one, you might find it funny because I love this film. Again, talking about staying in one spot.
well, phone booth.
Yeah.
Phone booth is so good,
It's
man.
so good, bro.
As soon as you were saying about stuck in one spot, I was like, guys, gonna talk about phone booth.
But I fucking love phone booth.
Phone booth is
it's
so
good.
Colin Farrell is such a good actor.
Bro, I wanted to put that in my top 3 movie performances of all time because he makes that film.
Yeah. He's such a fucking arsehole
like,
in the beginning.
Imagine signing up to a film where you know everything is about you.
Yeah.
There's other side characters, but they are minimal. They are only in it for a total of like 15 minutes out of the hour and a half. You're the whole movie.
Yeah, you've got to carry it.
Everything is about you in this fucking phone booth. Bro, I don't understand how this film is not more popular.
Yeah.
It's almost like a B movie at this point. I don't get it.
Yeah.
There's so many beats in that film when I was watching it when I was younger for the first time. I was like, fuck. The bit where fucking, what's the guy who's on the phone? I forget the actor's name. Keith Sutherland. The bit where he says, reach up, because he's saying, I'll tell them you shot him. And he's like, how the fuck I ain't even got a gun? And he's like, oh yeah, reach up. And then you look up and there's a silhouette of the gun on the roof. And bro, you can see Colin Farrell's colour drain and he almost faints.
Yeah.
The first time you're watching that film, you're like, oh my God, he's fucked.
Yeah.
Like every turn he goes to take.
I forgot what he says to him, but there's a part in the script where Kiefer Sutherland says something, and then like Colin Farrell's being cocky back to him, and he's like, no, check again. And then he's just like, oh yeah, because of this. Like Colin Farrell realizes what the fuck's going off, and he's like, oh my God, you're like 10 steps ahead, and I'm only just figuring this out. Like I finally realized that I can't just walk off right now.
The bit where the bit where like he first cocks the rifle, and then you see Colin Farrell just like, oh, he's not playing. Or where he says, there's thousands of windows, blah, blah, blah. And then he's like looking around and he's like, closer. And then you see a window and there's like yellow curtains or drips or whatever you want to call it, like flowing. And you see something move past. And then at some point he's like, Keith Sutherland says, oh, if you would have shot at that, you would have just ruined some old lady's curtains. Because it's not even him. He's just fucking with him that much.
Yeah.
And I love that film, man.
Where he's got the red dot on him, and then he's like, "You shoot me now, the whole street's gonna go crazy." He's like, "Oh, really?" And then there's that little toy robot next to him, and he just goes, "Pew!" bursts.
And then Keith Sutherland's like, "Oh my God, look at everybody going crazy! Everybody's losing their mind."
Yeah, he's just got an answer for everything. Colin Farrell's saying like, "This is so meticulously thought out."
Yeah,
like it just anything's backing him up. Even while the guy's wrestling him off, he shoots him in the back, but only because Colin Farrell finally gives him permission to do it.
Yeah,
shoots him in the back, and then they're like, "Oh, you're bleeding," and then they blame it on him. I'm like, "Oh my God!"
Yeah, and then the bit where I forgot the other actor's name, the guy who plays the cop. The guy with the lazy eye.
Yeah.
He's in The Last King of Scotland. Scotland or whatever.
Fuck, it's not something Fisher, is it?
No, it's not.
Shit, I've got my fucking tablet on me here now.
It's not, are you thinking of Lawrence Fishburne?
Yeah, I'm not thinking of him, sorry, no.
I think it's somewhat similar to that, though.
Carry on, sorry. When he says...
But yeah, when like if someone's making him just embarrass him, saying like, oh, did your wife leave her because you didn't fuck her good enough or something like that. And you can see he's slowly figuring... Forrest Whitaker. You can see Forrest Whitaker slowly figuring out that, oh, he's not the one we should be looking at. And
yeah, because I can tell he doesn't want to say this right now.
And then he like starts looking up like, and then you're like, oh, he's clocked it.
Yeah.
And then he goes to the other guy and he's like, I need a wiretap on that phone.
Yeah. And he's like saying to his guys like, don't make it fucking obvious, like looking up and shit like that. But just to let you know, I know what the fuck's going off right now.
And then at the end,
then they keep referring to him as his lawyer, don't they? He says, "We're gonna get your lawyer now." They're not using code name.
And then you see the red dot, and then it goes like to that kind of like trippy. No.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Okay, go fuck off, like get out of here. Nobody fucking wants you here," because he's trying to save his life. Like he's gonna shoot you if you don't fucking move.
Yeah.
Yeah, that film's amazing, bro. I love that film so much, and I feel like even when I talk about that film to so many people, they don't even know it.
I love the film, bro. I love it so much. That's another film that's only like an hour and 25 or something. And
it shows how good Colin Farrell is an actor.
Yeah, it's just the Irish guy who's playing like a guy from New York who's like gobby as fuck and all this stuff. He's like he just sinks into the role so well.
Even when he makes him admit to his wife, that he'd not had an affair with I forgot her name. I forget everyone's fucking name in this film. The woman who was married to Katie Holmes, who was married to Tom Cruise. Katie Holmes. He's not had an affair with Katie Holmes.
Yeah.
but he wanted to.
Yeah.
And that in his head, he'd played it out so many times. And he was like, and I'm such a piece of shit for doing that.
Even while he's like trembling, while he's admitting it all and everything. It's so well done. And to say like he had to get in the zone to say that in the middle of a street while filming and stuff, like it's so, you got to be so locked in to perform like that.
Fuck, bro.
And the whole fake out at the end, the whole resolution at the end where he's like, take me, like that. And he gets shot. You think he's shot by him, but he's not. He's shot by rubber bullets by cops. Like, and then they're like, oh, we've got him. And then you show him the picture they show him the body at the end, and he's like, that's the pizza guy who I told to fuck off at the beginning or something. And then the audience, you're like, no, can't be. He didn't want him for that, surely. And then while he's tripping out and he's fucking, there's no what he can do, Kiefer Sutherland comes up to
rubs his shoe.
Yeah.
What's Colin Farrell's name in it? Stu.
Yeah.
He's like, you hung up on me, Stu, and then like rubs his fucking shoe. Oh, and then he walks away and he's like leaning into the phone box and looking in. But the film's so good, bro. It's so good. Because the thing is, I watched it like a year ago as well, and in my head I was like, I'm gonna watch it and see if it holds up. I watched it and I was like, no, I'm right. This film's fucking sick. This film's so good.
It's such a film like you can't make that now.
No.
Like a fucking phone booth. Like who the fuck's gonna go into one now?
For me, if I ever watch a film where an actor is like in one spot for the entire movie, holds the fucking performance and makes it a good movie where it's just all on them, that actor is fucking top class. Same with Tom Hardy in Lock.
In the car, yeah.
That film is so fucking good. And it's even more impressive than Colin Farrell in Phone Booth because it literally is just Tom Hardy and the voices of other people. And it's him just having a breakdown in the car to himself. Fuck, that's probably, yeah.
I have an honourable mention now.
Go on.
An honourable mention for most underrated film, I think, is The Voices with Ryan Reynolds.
Voices? I don't know what it is.
He works at this warehouse. He's a bit of a weird chap, and he lives above like a bowling alley or something weird like that. But he has voices and he has to take meds for it. He goes home and he has a cat and a dog, and they both talk to him.
Oh,
but he does the voices of the cat and the dog, but the cat's Scottish, I think, and he just like chastised him all the whole time, like you're fucking useless and all this shit every time he walks around him. And the dog's like, oh, don't talk to him like that, and all this. It's very weird, but it's such a like fun film. Anna Kendrick's in it as well, and there's a couple of other actors and actresses in it that are quite noted. Really good film, and it's quite comedic and then serious at the same time. It's really like Ryan Reynolds out of his usual comfort zone, I think, because he usually just plays like the one-liner, sarcastic kind of guy, but he's not that in this. He's an actor in it, I think, like an actual true actor.
I think I've seen a trailer for that film.
Yeah, so it's a good honourable mention, I think. But I do have one last one. Have you done 3 now?
That's my 3.
All right. My third one, which is probably the most underrated out of this, is Road to Perdition.
Not seen it.
There you go. Jesus Christ, bro. Tom Hanks, Paul Newman, Daniel Craig, a fucking smattering of other actors in this. It's based in the 1930s, around the time like Al Capone was about, but he's not directly featured in the film like Al Capone's character. But God, go home and watch that tonight. Just as soon as you can, please. The performances themselves, Paul Newman's performance, it was probably like closer to one of the last performances he did before dying, like early 2000s, like 2002. I think he might have died like late 2000s or something. Not too sure. But just him in that is amazing. And the threat you can give off while not acting threatening is so good.
I've heard a lot of good things about that film.
Oh, bro, you've got to get it watched.
I will watch that.
Anyone out there who loves Road to Perdition, speak up. Let all your friends know about that film. It's so good.
I promise you I'll watch that film.
Yeah, please.
I need to see if it's on any streaming platforms, but I will watch it.
All right, man.
100%. I'll come back and I'll give you my thoughts on that.
Yeah, and that could be on our list because it's been a while since I've watched that as well.
So,
Thomas Newman, another Newman. Thomas Newman does the score for it. Thomas Newman's such a good composer. He's so like stripped back with how he composes his music, but he's on par with he's like the laid back version of like Hans Zimmer and who's the John Williams. Just he's up there with them, but he's got this really unique take on how he does. You know, have you seen American Beauty? Oh, fucking hell, bro.
See, the thing is, yeah, when we get down to the proper nitty gritty stuff, I realize like you're on a whole different level of like cinephile. Right. You're like balls deep into films. I'm just like, I'm just deeper than surface level.
The kid in Road to Perdition, I think, plays. I don't know if it's the newest Superman right now or in a TV show for Superman or something. I don't know. Okay. I think, but he's still like working today, which he wasn't for a while. I don't think. But it's great, man. Just I don't want to say even too much about it now. If I know you're gonna watch it, just please do.
I promise.
But it's like 30s gangster kind of shit, but not like inherently like just full on like, hey, he's your father, you do all that shit. It's like a bit more, bit more serious. And
you said Tom Hardy.
Tom Hanks.
Oh, sorry, Tom Hanks. I get him.
You always said Tom Hardy for every single.
It's because yeah,
Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks. He wears glasses, isn't it? Like
yeah,
thick rimmed.
No, not thick. No, I don't think he wears glasses at all. To be honest.
No. Okay.
It kind of starts off. He gets home after a long day of work. The kid called Michael, who's named after Tom Hanks' character Michael Sullivan, I think he's called. He gets home one day. He's a bit like doesn't really talk to anyone. He gets home and then like they said go and let your father know tea's ready. So he goes upstairs and he goes, father, and he goes like sorting out his tie in the mirror. He's like, oh, tea's ready downstairs, and he goes, okay. Like not a bit standoff. So he gets a bit curious into what his job is, and he kicks off from there.
Okay. Do you want to go into the top 3 movie performances?
I've been so excited to talk about something. Sorry, start that again. Sorry. Do
you want to talk about top 3 movie performances of all time?
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You were looking forward to this one?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. I had one honourable mention, but I'm also going to mention now fucking Colin Farrell from Phone Booth as an honourable mention for a movie performance. Now. But my honourable mention is Christoph Waltz, either in Django or Inglourious Bastards. One of them two. His performance in both is fucking unreal.
Yeah. I'd say Inglourious Bastards is... I mean, they're both amazing, but I'd say it tops it.
See, I thought that, but then when I actually started to think about it, I feel like he has more presence in Django than he does in Inglourious Bastards. Because Inglourious Bastards... He's a bit more of a main
character, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but that's what I'm on about. So you see more of him. So maybe that's what makes me think of Django on the same level, because there is just more of him.
Yeah, I'd go Inglourious Bastards.
But the moments that he's in Inglourious Bastards are bigger.
Yeah, so. I think they're way more quotable.
Yeah.
They're way more memorable. And just the opening...
Shoshana.
Yeah, and just the opening scene itself, like you just said now, like, so good. Like, as soon as he walks into the house, everyone knows, like, oh, shit, he's here to get us. Let's, like, chill.
The thing I think about most when I think about them 2 roles is the bit where he's eating the fucking pastry.
Oh, the strudel? Or whatever it's called.
And she's, like, trying her hardest not to break down. And he knows.
Yeah, but she's this character who's not had this high life. Yeah. So she's sat there with him now, and she starts to eat the strudel. And you can tell she's like, oh my God, this is fucking really good. While he's forcing her to eat it and everything, like, she's so uprooted, like, to be sat with the enemy and to be eating the best.
Looking at the eyes of the person who just slaughtered her family.
Eating probably the best meal of her life in, like, the best restaurant she's ever sat in. And then how, like, you can tell she's holding it in this whole time. And as soon as he's out of picture, boom, comes out. She's like, oh, fuck. Like, it's like gasping for breath coming out, like bursting out of the...
Yeah, that scene, thinking about it, that scene beats all his other scenes. So I would say more so Inglourious Bastards than, But for my 3...
Yes.
I'll go for the first one, the one that I think is least out of all these 2, but it's still amazing. Probably one of my all-time favourite films when I was growing up. We've just been speaking about him. Tom Hanks in Castaway.
Oh, yeah. Brilliant.
God, bro.
Kind of another film that's kind of in one location again.
Yeah.
Apart from, like, obviously the FedEx bit leading up to the plane and then getting back.
Majority of the film, it's all on him.
Yeah.
It's all on his shoulders to make this film good.
Yeah.
And the thing I find fascinating about this film is there must have been some level to start with. There must have been some level of dedication for him to lose weight because he loses weight in this film.
Yeah, I think he loses weight to begin with, and then they film it, and then he gains weight back or something, or he had a year off or something like that.
Either way,
yeah, it was something like that.
The performance for it, when you watch that, you do believe like everything is just hopeless.
Yeah,
like he can't leave. There's no way he's ever going to be able to escape. And then there's that glimmer of like the fucking Portaloo wall thing, like washes up on beach, and he starts like coming up with this plan, and you're like, oh shit, he's actually going to. And then for him to be able to make you feel some sort of loss for a beach ball, is like, to be able to portray that in acting where you feel loss for a fucking bloody handprint on a beach ball.
It's not like anyone's written this like volleyball to be a character.
Yeah.
It's all down to him.
Him, yes.
Yeah. Like
him himself makes you feel for this.
There's no performance
ball.
Bouncing off of this ball. Exactly. It's just his face looking at him.
So for you to feel lost when that gets washed into the sea, it's all down to his acting.
Yeah.
So every time I think about that, I just think, fucking, what? Like, why am I feeling moved by a fucking beach ball floating away in the ocean?
Yeah.
And it's down to him just being a fucking amazing actor. Then it shows you the bit where he considered hanging himself, and like, oh. And then at the very end, when he goes finally escapes the island, comes back to civilization, and then he finds Jodie Foster, and there's that
Jodie Foster.
Is it not? No, it's not Jodie Foster. It's Arrows and Twisters. I forget her name.
I will find out.
I always mix her and Jodie Foster up because they were in a lot of films. Ellen Hunt. Them two were like in a lot of similar films at the same time back in like late 90s.
Yeah.
Ellen Hunt, when he finds Ellen Hunt, and they have that moment where she still loves him.
Yeah.
You know she still loves him.
They got that classic movie rain scene, aren't they? Outside.
And she wishes she could still be with him. But then it's the ending's very heartbreaking. For Tom Hanks.
One of the most memorable scenes for me for that is he's so used to living on the island and being in these conditions of like storms through the night and wind and just harsh conditions. So when he gets back to where he lives, he's in a hotel for the night, isn't he, or whatever, before he goes back. He's sat by the side of the bed, not even in the bed, got his back against the drawers, and he's just flicking light switch on and off of the lamp because he's just not used to that kind of comfort. So he's just acting like there's a storm and lightning, just sat there while fucking light switch is going because how the fuck do you just get back to normal life? Like, I think it's such a good transition scene for him to go from this kind of life to that, and then try and like make his way back into it. And the ending's good, I think.
Which bit?
Well, just how it's kind of open to interpretation of which way he goes, because she's pointing one way for him to go that way. Pointing one way to go left.
There's like the wings on the package and
yeah. But them two kind of like, I think in an interview, I think it was inside the Actors Studio, and Tom Hanks is talking about this film, and then James Lipton asks him, he says, "What do you think happened then?" And then Tom Hanks goes, "Well, I think he went back to that woman and they had some babies," like that, and then all the crowd starts clapping and everything.
It's like two things got him through the island.
Yeah.
It was a picture of Ellen Hunt.
Yeah.
And it was this package with the wings on. And I don't know what the wings represent. I forgot. But yeah, so then when he got off the island, he was like, I'm going to deliver this package. He has to forget about Ellen Hunt.
Yeah.
Because he can't be with her. So then he can just like dive into this other thing that kept him alive on this island, which happens to be another woman. I would also agree that he probably gets with that woman, and as Tom Hanks said, has a lot of babies. But yeah, I love that fucking film, and I love Tom Hanks.
Yeah, it's a great film, man, and
I love Tom Hanks in general.
Yeah,
just his films are amazing. But that is probably
timeless film as well. Like technology doesn't rely on that film.
No,
which is it's always a great film.
I keep saying it when an actor goes into a film knowing like this film is on you, bro. Like you look at other films where you think, well, if he doesn't have the best performance, we've still got another A-star actor here that can carry this film. They're going into this film going, if I'm shit, this film's shit. Everything is on me. Box office numbers is on me. Fuck, it's so impressive. I don't know how actors have the balls to carry a film like that. Fucking mental.
To be out your comfort zone as well, like to film on an island and everything. And
I don't think
I have made fire.
I can't think of any other film where it's like on a deserted island that's anywhere near as good as Castaway.
No. I don't think they even bothered after making
Yeah,
that
I think they just
film. Yeah.
they were like, yeah, we own that.
Yeah. How can we get gold after he's just fucking claimed it?
Yeah, go on, you say yours.
This is an obvious one, I think, but it's Daniel Day-Lewis and There Will Be Blood.
I was gonna put that.
Yeah.
But I knew you'd put it.
Yeah, it's quite an obvious.
I've abandoned my child.
Yeah. But I think a lot of his great acting in that is subtlety in it.
Yeah.
Especially like he what is it now? He goes to make a deal with some sort of higher up guy and he gets turned down. And then he starts to lose his shit a bit because he feels like he deserves more. And he's like, I'm gonna come to your house and I'm gonna slit your throat in your sleep. And the guy's like, what are you gonna do? What? and then it kind of escalates a little bit, but then he gets dragged away. And then he's at the he's having a meal with his kid. And like who would have it? This guy walks in again, and just the whole time he's like looking at him, and you can just see that 1,000 thoughts going through his head of what to say to him and how it's just weighing on his brain and he can't just carry on with like this nice meal with his kid and everything. He needs to say something even when he's off camera. You can tell when this guy's off camera just by the way he's acting. He's like, shit, I want to say something to him. I want to say something to him like that.
Have you ever seen the Abraham Lincoln film where he plays?
No,
I haven't.
I have not.
I might put that on the list.
Yeah, put it on the list. It's going to be such a long list.
Because have you ever watched Gangs of New York?
I haven't seen that either, bro.
Gangs of New York's really good.
Yeah,
it's very, very good. Daniel Day-Lewis in that plays like a fucking psycho, but like a manic psycho. He's just violent as fuck in that film. And then when you watch There Will Be Blood, it's like a subtle, not even psychopath, it's more like sociopath.
Yeah.
It's just, so like you compare that to Gangs of New York, sorry. It's fucking, it's just very contrasting. It shows his range a lot.
Yeah, definitely. And the accent he locks in for this film as well. It's such a unique accent.
He does really good American accent.
Yeah,
amazing.
But it's such a weird accent as well. Like I've never heard it anywhere else before, but I know it's American. But you can just tell it's from like 150 years ago or whatever, like late 1800s.
His emotive acting is up there with the best. That scene where he's screaming, "I've abandoned my boy."
Yeah,
is well known for a reason.
And the very end scene where he's talking to Paul Dano again, and he's
Paul Dano's a good, amazing.
Yeah, he is. Yeah, and
very underrated.
He's making him say like, "I'm a false prophet" and everything like that. And but then when he finally gives Paul Dano, like, he makes him say that just so he'll do what Paul Dano says, and then he finally says, "Look, it wasn't even you that brought me here. Like, you weren't thinking it was your brother and all this stuff." And he finally lets him know, but he doesn't even shout at him to let him know. He lays it down and then fucking, I don't know if it's Paul Dano or Dano or whatever. But
I think it's Dano.
Paul Dano's like character's completely defeated by what he just this cold delivery of what he feeds him of this information.
Yeah, on to my next one. In fact, I know my next one. Next one was one of my all-time favorite films.
Right.
We spoke about it a couple of times. The last few times we recorded. 7.
Oh, okay.
Morgan Freeman
in
7 is fucking unreal. When you watch 7, until you actually concentrate, unless you actually pay attention to it, you don't realize that you are watching this film from the perspective of Morgan Freeman. It's all in the perspective of Morgan Freeman. You might even think it's in the perspective of Brad Pitt, especially what happens in the end and things like that. It's all from the perspective of Morgan Freeman. Even the fact that his voice is the one that's telling you like the poems and the sonnets through the film.
Yeah.
But it's like he's the experienced copper that has to teach and train Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
He has the little meeting with Gwyneth Paltrow behind Brad Pitt's back. He's the one that is so like in the end where like Morgan Freeman is approaching the van, it's all from his perspective. 90% of the film is from his perspective, told through his eyes, like the library scene with the music and everything, all but his perspective. And he carries that film so fucking well. Brad Pitt's amazing in it, don't get me wrong, but I feel like that film would be nowhere near as good if you didn't have Morgan Freeman. He's so good in that film. For like, for being the calmer head,
Yeah.
while Brad Pitt's the reckless one, and just the way, just he's just so calm in the moments of like, fuck. But I can't say enough about Seven that I haven't already said, so I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I fucking love that film so much. And everybody knows how good Morgan Freeman is, and I think that is by far his best performance ever. He's fucking unreal in that film.
Oh, yeah, I'm going to argue with that.
I can watch that film countless times and never get bored. I love that film so much. And I even think in his like social life and shit he's been tied up in aside, to outshine Kevin Spacey for me is it's hard to do. To outshine Brad Pitt and Kevin Spacey to the level he does is hard work, and he does it amazingly.
And he's the guy who figures it all out, doesn't he? But it's too late at that point.
It's too late. Oh, but I love that film so much.
Yeah, I'm bubbling inside to wanting to watch that again as soon as we bring these films up.
And the thing I love about that film as well is, and we've spoke about it before, it doesn't even give you a place of where it's set.
Yeah.
It's like purgatory.
This is the thing I were on about last episode. You know, I'm on about like this, it's just a place in time that exists on Earth, but in a different kind of dimension. Like, you couldn't even find this place, but it's somewhere it feels like it's on Earth, but it's not. It's just such a
It's
strange...
like purgatory.
Yeah.
And that's how it's shot to be like. It rains the entire film.
Yeah.
So that is like a way of conveying the feeling of the film, but Morgan Freeman does it in a way where it fucking hits you, bro. I love that film so much. I could glaze that film for hours. I love that film so much. Go on, you can say yours.
My second top performances of all time, it's kind of like a duo kind of thing. It's Jim Carrey and Kate Winslet in Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Okay.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind, for a while, has been my favourite film ever. Might be a hot take itself.
I don't think that's a hot take.
I feel like the two... Have you seen it?
A very long time ago.
I feel like the two of these in this film is probably like the best duo in a film ever.
It's a very upsetting film.
Yeah, it's very upsetting. It's kind of like... It's kind of like, I'd say, I'm going to say on par with Manchester by the Sea, but like death isn't the reason for the sadness. It's the romance and the wanting to evaporate your memory for the romance and everything. But Jim Carrey, compared to his usual stuff, he's so like out there in his roles. He's so like electrifying and, you know, sporadic and everything. But then he's this like stripped back, arms folded kind of character, which he does such a good job of. You're like, who the fuck's this guy? And like just socially awkward and so in his shell. And then Kate Winslet, compared to like some performances like Titanic. Is she British or American in Titanic? She's American, right? Yeah. She's a British woman, Kate Winslet, but her American accents are so fucking good. She plays like this. She plays what Jim Carrey would play. This like sporadic woman who's like living life day by day, who kind of living each day like it's her last and everything. And these two like butt heads and opposites attract, and then fall in love. And the relationship between the two is so raw, and then it inevitably like fades out to like a bad breakup, and then it's so bad and heartbroken that she erases him from her memory, everything to do with him. He's so upset by that when he figures out, because he doesn't know at first. He gets her erased from his memory, and then just inevitably they meet back up because they were kind of like sort of destined to be kind of thing. And then they realize like all these tapes come out because someone whistleblowers, and they're like, oh, but if we're gonna break up and we think this about each other anyway, we're just gonna break up anyway, aren't we? And they were like, oh well, like I still want to be with you kind of thing. So they still get back together, and just their performances throughout the whole of that just makes you think that they're like real people who are in love, and it's not all like sunshine and roses and everything. It's
we said before, like when especially, I don't know if you said it, but I said like how much I love watching something that is just real and raw.
Yeah.
It makes you makes you feel shit you really don't want to feel, really.
It's weird because the technology in it is not of today.
Yeah.
Like what's so involved, because and then it makes it so real, and then introduces this thing that's so strange in it, but it's quite believable. But it's something that just doesn't work. This sort of private practice, this kind of medication thing. Yeah. Love that film.
That's a good shout, though, bro. I didn't even think of that. Jim Carrey did come to my mind, but I didn't even think Eternal Sunshine. That did not pop into my brain.
Yeah.
Now, before I say this last one, I just want to say there is an obvious admission. I don't think you'll have it on your list. But obviously, you could say Heath Ledger for
Dark Knight. Yeah.
But I feel like
that was too easy.
But I feel like that's so good. It elevates these sort of conversations because it's just like obvious.
Yeah.
It don't need to be said.
Yeah.
I mean? So
like what hasn't been said about
exactly.
that? Yeah.
So if you take his Joker aside and just let's say it's just in a thing of its own, that's in a place of its own. For me, the best villain performance of all time, and it's pretty obvious, is Javier Bardem in
No Country for Old
Men.
How much have you lost in a coin toss?
That I have never felt so uneasy.
Yeah.
Watching some scenes what he
the whole
does in
gas
that film.
station scene,
yeah,
man.
and he's like, call it.
Yeah. Like this poor guy, like
I don't know what I stand to win.
Yeah.
Everything.
Yeah.
Just call it.
What the fuck?
Yeah, it's like at first I'm like, fuck. And then after 3 minutes, I'm like, bro, just fucking call it.
Yeah.
Like, stop fucking, just call it. Because I can't watch this shit no more. Fucking call it, bro.
Every time he's involved in a scene with one other person, it only seems to be them two in, which just makes all that isolation like, shit, I've got to face this guy. There's no one around who can help me. The same thing with Josh Brolin when they're both like fighting in the street, or like he's trying to get away in the street and he's just trying to blast him away and stuff. He's hiding behind cars and that. There's no one else knocking about. And then he finally, he launches his bag of at fence, doesn't he?
Yeah.
Because it's that bag of money that he's trying to get back. That's the whole point of the film, isn't it? Like that kind of, it's like one big kind of chase scene. But yeah, it's, just feels like the boss battle for every single scene that it's in. Even over the phone, while he's talking on phone to him, you're like, shit, is he going to somehow kill me over the phone? Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, bro, the what's the word? The
presence?
The presence, sorry, he carries in that film. Every time he's on screen, you're kind of like, whoa, fuck. Like,
oh, shit.
It just makes you feel real and easy.
Yeah, I'd hate to be stuck in a room with
Yeah, bro, his stare, like, his voice.
Yeah.
He's just monotone, unwavering, just...
Yeah. It's almost like a sort of like a Terminator vibe.
He doesn't even, don't feel human.
Yeah, where it's just like one mission to do it, no matter who's in my way.
Like, because doesn't he like eat something while he's in the gas station?
Yeah, he gets like a nut off the bar or something, or like the register or whatever.
And then he goes to put the coin away, he's like, don't put it in your pocket. Because he says it'll just be like any other coin. But, yeah. That fucking performance is fucking unreal.
Yeah, it's great.
And I haven't watched him in many other films, which I wish I did. I've not seen, like, because he's in Dune, isn't he?
He is in Dune, yeah. Dune. Is it a smattering of other films, man? But I can't really pick them out.
But I'm not going to judge him on a James Bond.
He's in Mother. Mother's a really good film. It's a really weird, twisted
horror.
Film. Mother.
The horror.
Horror
film?
Yeah, it's kind of a horror. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I've seen the trailer for that film.
Yeah.
But I've never watched it.
Kind of horror. It's like Metaphor the movie, like Mother Nature the movie kind of thing.
But yeah, he's one of them actors where I'm like, shit, I wish I'd watched more stuff, or I should watch more stuff with him in it, just because on that one performance I've seen, he's unreal.
He is quite the chameleon, just to say you can just change his hairstyle in one film and then give him a beard in another.
Yeah.
That kind of thing. It's like the Johnny Depp kind of vibe.
I have seen him in a film, but the film's not coming to mind, where he plays like just a good guy. And
he's in P.S. I Love You.
P.S. I Love You.
Yeah.
Which one's that?
It's with Gerard Butler. He like dies in the beginning.
Oh, no.
And then he leaves like a load of blood notes behind for his wife or ex or whatever.
I've not seen that, no. But yeah,
Javier Bardem, like a heartfelt film.
Javier Bardem in the No Country for Old Men, fucking top tier. Top tier. Again, to be in a film with Josh Brolin and Tommy Lee Jones, and be the guy
that's true,
is wow.
Yeah.
In a
two guys are having to compete with your one
as well to say like he was relatively unknown at the time.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah.
To like come into that film and be like, oh shit, okay.
Yeah, that might have set him off running that.
Yeah.
That role.
Because
2007 that.
Yeah, I think his performance because him and James Bond was like 2010, I think. So yeah, that probably did just make his career just boom. But yeah, so that's my last one.
Yeah, well, I've got one more, and this top performance of all time, I think, is Sam Rockwell in Seven Psychopaths.
I probably would have put that if I'd have thought of that.
Yeah. He's bloody amazing in it.
He is fantastic.
It's such a perfectly cast film.
Yeah.
Just all of them put together. But there's something that Sam Rockwell does, how he reads out that script, that is so good. There's 2 lines where...
He almost plays 2 different people in that film. It's weird.
Yeah. He plays Billy and he plays the fucking...
Yeah, but like, to the point where you're watching it happen, but at the same time... It almost doesn't click in your head that that's the same fucking person.
Yeah.
Towards like the later end of the film where you're like, oh no, he's him.
And when he's because obviously he is a psychopath, so he can go a bit mental with his role. But when he's telling the story, and then he goes, suddenly out of every fucking grave, like he's so into his own story.
Yeah.
Just while you're listening to it. But then there's 2 lines in the film where he says something to Colin Farrell's character, and like. Typically in films when the script's read out, there's no purpose mistakes, is there? But there's a bit where Sam Rockwell's character Billy he puts like an advertisement in the newspaper called the LA Weekly, and he didn't want Colin Farrell's character to know, so he goes, oh shoot, you're reading the LA Weekly, are you? And then Colin Farrell goes, huh? He goes, oh shoot, you're reading the LA Weekly, are you? Like that. Says it back the same way again. And he does it a second time in the film. I forgot what he says the second time round. But then there's a bit where he opens the magazine, the newspaper anyway. He goes, no. Something like that. And then he goes, oh shoot, did I forget to like, and then like he goes off and does something else. But he says, don't turn to page 23 or something like that on way out. Like it's so stupid, like. So it's so well performed, but like the script itself is so good to like.
I remember watching that film with you, and you like gassed that film up so much before I watched it to the point where I was like, this is just not going to meet any expectation you've put on it. But it did, and I was like, fuck, that film's so good.
Yeah,
and I haven't watched it for so long.
Yeah.
I should go back and watch it.
Yeah.
But from what I can remember, in the scene where he kills the woman he's been having an affair with, don't he like kind of just do a switch up on that in that like scene as well, where he's like being really loving and caring with her, and then he switches up and just kills her?
Yeah, it's because he's so. I don't know. It's just there's no filter on anything he says, and he goes because he's shagging the boss's wife or girlfriend or whatever, and then he's like, oh, there's something he says like it says. God knows what that creep's giving you. And then she's like, fuck you. And he goes, he says, I meant like AIDS or something. Like he says to her or something like that. So what the fuck did you think she meant? Yeah. He's like, and then he goes up and he goes, honey, I meant AIDS or something. Like gets a bit more intimate the way he says it.
Oh yeah.
But then he like she goes to phone police, but then he comes up to her. And he's just got gun press in the stomach, bang, and then like shoots her in the stomach and passes it the Jack card, the Joker card, sorry, or Jack card, Jack of all trades, isn't it, or something he's called.
I thought it was like this something a spade.
No, I think it's Jack.
Is it?
Yeah.
Jack is.
But yeah, Sam Rockwell in that. Yeah. Because he's just loopy as fuck, and it's so good. But everyone in that film is amazing. Colin Farrell is amazing in that because he can just let out the Irish in him. Even Tom Waits as Zachariah Rigby, sorry. Excuse me. Like him telling the story, and his voice is so good.
Yeah,
and Christopher Walken.
Fuck
Fuck the cops. Fuck them.
Yeah. No, that's a good shout. If I'd have thought of that might have gone in my list. But yeah. Yeah, that's a good shout.
And there's one little bit. There's a bit where he goes. He tells him about, because he's writing the 7 Psychopaths in it, Colin Farrell, and then Sam Rockwell goes, "Oh yeah, what about this guy, the jack of all trades or whatever?" And he finds a newspaper article and he goes, "Yeah, only does this, that, and that, and that kills of the Yakuza." Yakuza, to him, like he's confused by that word.
Goofy.
Yeah, Yakuza. And then he goes, "That's a good fucking psychopath, Billy. Can I use it?" And he goes, "Yeah, if you help me write it." And then Colin Farrell goes, just stares at him through sunglasses as well. Yeah. It's so good. He goes, "I'm kidding, Marty. I'm kidding." Yakuza. It's so good.
That is a good shout. But yeah, that's all our lists. That's all my list.
Yeah.
If you find any that you disagreed with, let us know.
Yes, please do.
If you have any others that you think should have been on, drop it in the comments with the film that you're referencing they performed in, or the film that you think was underrated.
Yeah, and if it's a film we haven't watched, we might put it on this extensive list that we've already got.
We're curating a movie club list that we're going to watch on a weekly basis and review. So yeah, give us your films. Because if it's shit, we're personally going to go back to your comment.
Yeah,
and haze the fuck out.
Yeah, it'll go whoosh and stamp up on the screen with your username.
Yeah. You're going to be blackballed from every cinema just for having shit movie takes.
Yeah, we'll make sure of that.
But yeah, thank you guys for watching.
Yes, thank you.
Catch you in the next one.
Yes, thank you very much.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Bye.